What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fuze Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. My name is Akins.
Hi guys, my name is Madichi.
Gabby in the building.
That's how we roll the gang, here to give you all the juices that has been going on every day, all day, online, offline, inline, outside. Guys, what's going on? We're about to give you all the juices, and first off, we'll start with what Gabby has for us today.
That's right. You know how people every day you just see like this, really nice couple, and then you're like, this couple is so good looking. God when.
You admire them.
Yes, I got. Oh my god, my ovaries. Everybody wants to get married. People want to settle down. That's also the truth. And they keep saying the economy is bad, what and what not. But a writer has come out to give a certain specific advice to men, which I just do not, in fact,
I agree with.
let's just go on this break. When we come back, I'll tell you what the writer had to say, and you tell me what you think about it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
All right, so this particular writer comes and says, a woman who wants to marry you. Now he's actually talking to the men. This is addressed to the men. He says a woman who wants to marry you should be the one reminding you about wedding or marriage. That's her greatest achievement. Some of you men are ignorant of this, so he has felt the need to, just let you know.
Is this writer a guy or a lady?
Very senseless talk.
I feel I don't want to say it's a guy, so I'm not.
It's obviously a guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Obviously, but it's true. But it's true.
I don't see how people say this about it. Nah. It's obviously a guy.
But we don't know that. But here's what he goes on to say. Here's what he or she goes on to say.
The writer.
The writer. He says, and now you, the marriage, the shack for body. Talking to the men, he now says, poor lover boy. I'm the one that put the A there, not say A boy, say poor lover boy. So apparently, to this writer, a woman's greatest achievement is marriage. Which is, really sad, the fact that we're having a conversation like this in the 21st century. But
like in the 21st century.
Do you really think that's...
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that that's a very, very senseless opinion. I'm sorry to say. Because this is the 21st century. We have a lot of women who have actually come and say, you know what, I'm not getting married. It is not, I can achieve so much without a man. I want to focus on my career. If I want to have kids, I'd rather adopt or, pay someone to carry a child for me. So coming out to say that it is what shacks us. If you love somebody, like if you genuinely love someone as a guy, you go to shack both of you. It's not a one-sided thing. It's not. I've seen men hurry their fiance. Oh, I want to get married. When's wedding holding? What time you get? So coming out to say that that's our greatest achievement. What's that?
That's off. Totally
Please,
off.
dear, this is 21st century. We're not in those generations of, they didn't even go to school. After SSCE, the next thing is marriage. And it's not even like you get married and focus on your career. You get married and be a sit-at-home mom and all that. No, things have changed.
I think I'm just going to go with what Madichi says.
Things have changed.
Things are different right now. Not every guy wants to get married. So also not every woman wants to get married.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Some people actually see it as an achievement too. Kudos to women who think that way. But
at the end of the day,
generalizing is what I don't agree with.
Right? Everybody has their own approach to life. Do you get me? So some people might still be living in the primitive mentality age. You get me? So, but this is not what people like us. This jiggy generation.
The way guys is like you want something different.
No. But here's what me ask. Obviously, this person's living in the past. That's just the first things first. The fact that this person came out and made this bold generalization, it just shows that wait, you go and sit down first. You are in the past, but. I feel like, when it comes to, if you compare men and women, you know how they always say that, the wedding is the bride's day.
Yeah.
You always see the bride, sometimes
she has been thinking about it since she was a kid. And all that kind of stuff.
And then the guy is just like, oh, it's just time. It's about time. I feel like, maybe there's a little part of it that, seems to somehow be true, and it has to do with the fact that when it comes to marriage, sometimes it feels like most times rather it's like women are a little bit more excited than men.
Yeah,
there's a side of it.
But it's allowed.
I understand that part, but it's the entitlement part that I don't agree
The
with.
generalization, the fact that that's
Yeah.
I don't think marriage is a woman's greatest achievement.
That's wrong.
right?
Rule that out.
Yes, completely.
Trash that.
There's a lot of things as a woman that you can achieve. in
Absolutely.
life. And there's a lot of impact you can
Especially
make.
with the rate of divorce.
Whether you are married or you are not married,
You understand.
Yeah.
you have a lot to contribute as an individual. Exactly. And people are rushing into marriages and rushing out these days. So don't come and join, the ones that, don't add to the divorce, high numbers of divorce that is happening.
Going on.
But here's what I'll say. Women are way more, when it comes to this marriage, family thing, women are the ones that are always more
Attached,
anticipating,
excited
loving
about
the
it.
idea. I want to get married. I want to have my own child, my ovaries, all of that. So I mean, it's most times it's the women. So maybe that's
maybe,
what's-
but not. It should not generalize it.
yeah,
right?
and it's not the greatest achievement of a woman, but
That's right.
we love it.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
All right, guys. So moving on, a certain actress came out to express her disgust or her shock concerning what transpired between a police officer and a driver. So apparently, the driver mistakenly splashed water on this police officer. I think the police officer was standing at a particular spot, and mistakenly the driver splashed water, and the policeman ordered the driver to come out, seized his keys, and asked that he pay him before he lets him go.
Pay fine.
First of all, I'm sorry. I feel like I was to call the driver. Why did you stop? Why didn't you just drive off? I don't want to speak pitching. I want to say they don't want the police will start to push him. Like, why didn't he drive? Why did he stand? Why did he stop? I mean, you can say sorry. You can apologize when you see that the guy is getting. I mean, wind up your glass and move. That was really, really. I mean, with that was
that's
really,
actually some level of extortion. That's
I was going to say that. That's
stylish
extortion.
level.
What's the wait? This is what I don't think we should even ask Seth. According to the law, what crime has he committed?
What
What's
crime?
the crime? Is it the splashing?
Disrespect,
Yeah,
assault?
and how do we determine the amount of fine, to attach to that crime?
It's not even like you passed a wrong route or something. It was just a mistake. So just a mistake. I mean, if it was an army officer, I would probably understand because those guys are cruel as hell. But a police officer doing
Even
that.
if it was an army officer.
Tomorrow, they'll
But
say
my own
police
challenge
is your friend.
my challenge is what did she do at that point when she saw this happening?
I don't know if she was at the spot or she was just narrating her maybe someone
if
shared
she was at the spot, I feel like we've gotten to the age and time where we do not make videos to show later, but we act together as a community immediately. All right, the impunity we're trying to what's it called, that we want to fade away from the forces can only happen if we have collaboration on addressing this thing, facing it squarely and talking about it at the spot, not after. You get
I
me?
feel like
So
it wouldn't have been easy to do that at the spot, So regardless, talking about it after has its own, ways
Gabby,
of-
this generation, I think they are very vocal and very carefree. So whatever wants to happen,
let it happen. We'll be right back after the short break. Stay with us. It's Fuze Unbothered.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
All right, it's easy to always get criticized if you do not support your friend's business, especially when your friend is an entrepreneur, is something that you can actually patronize or support in some sort of way.
Yeah.
It's easy to criticize you if you do not, but it is harder to scold your friend when your friend doesn't deliver as much as you
services,
expect.
products,
or the services in time or
all of that.
in the best possible way. You get me? I'm saying this because like an actress, Omobewaji, a Nigerian actress, kind of complained that she patronized a friend to buy an air. I don't know what you guys call it. Maybe it's a weave on or
both.
I don't understand. AB, what we call it is what everybody call it now.
It's air. But air has
grade.
It has grade.
Okay.
And it has types. So I just categorize it as an air.
Okay, as a hair, okay.
So because I know there's wig, there's weave on, there's attachment.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to know this.
Sure.
I'm not Bobrisky.
Why are you two supposed to know it?
I'm not Bobrisky.
I don't understand. If you want to buy a gift for a girlfriend, what do you
And
buy?
I'm not
As in,
James
you
Brown,
need to know these things. So when your girl
when
is coming
the time comes,
it's
so
okay.
she patronized a friend, and I mean, she didn't get the air delivered when she wanted it, and because of that, she had to cancel on an event. It was heartbreaking because like this person is a friend, and it was going to be hard for her to yell and express her disappointment and anger as much as she would have done to an entire
total
stranger that they just met based on the transaction. You get me? So I don't know if you've had any experience, because I have had an experience. There was one time I wanted to print a complimentary card. A friend of mine was supposed to help me out with that, and he had already promised I was going to get it the next day. The next day, I mean, eventually became the next week. The next week became 2 weeks. I still came to your place. I didn't get it, and it was just lies on lies on lies.
Had you paid for this service already?
I paid for it. Eventually, I had to get my money back. I was not interested in doing it because I just felt like this was the height of disrespect, lying to me in my face and promising and failing not once, not 2 times, not the 3rd time. I was over and done with that. But have you had an experience of your friend as an entrepreneur disappointing?
Honestly, no one comes to mind immediately, to be honest, but I know of things like this, happening. I've been in a position where I've been, privileged to offer one service or the other, or help somebody get something as form of business for friends. And I'll say that I try as much as possible. Like once I even know you're my friend, that's even when I want to do it very well.
Yeah,
Because
because your friend will like
your
recommend you and
people,
with so much enthusiasm.
Yes, so much enthusiasm. They're the ones they're literally like the ones that market for you. They're just, you just have to put in like so much effort in making sure that you please them, So for me,
how about you, Madichi?
Okay, I don't think I've had any experience. All my friends who have been vendors to me have actually come out like
they've come through.
Yeah, but concerning what she said, I think it would happen to anybody. So it's just an unfortunate thing that it came from her friend. An outsider can actually do that to you.
An outsider has done it to me.
The pain is different.
It's not.
I don't think so. I think the pain
is different.
Okay, I guess
you're like, this is going to affect my friendship.
That is why.
And sometimes you don't want it to affect your
when you are
friendship.
doing business, there's nothing like friendship in business. I mean, as much as yes, most times people believe that okay, because you're my friend, you're going to get a certain discounts, but business is business. So if I'm going to buy something from you, I should see you as a business partner, not necessarily you're my friend AB who's going to sell something to me, because I think that's where
since you've really not had that kind of experience, have you had an experience where you recommended a friend to another person and the person you recommended didn't come through as much?
No, I have not. Before I recommend you have to be like
okay, so I have had that kind of experience.
Now, let's not even bring the friend down. Anything could have happened. It could have been delivery. Maybe the delivery guy didn't come on time.
But
the pickup maybe the delivery didn't pick up on time.
Would you rather save your friendship and not patronize your friend, or you still patronize your friend and you don't care what happens to your friendship?
It depends on the excuse. I don't know what she didn't tell us what caused the delay.
It must have been over familiarity,
But we can't really tell now. Maybe there was a delay. It could have been delivery guy's fault, not necessarily the friend's fault.
You know what's gonna happen? Let's hear your opinion. Join the conversation on YouTube, the Fuze on YouTube. Let's hear what you think about patronizing your friend. Have you had any experience of disappointment? Share with us. Have you had any experience when you recommended your friend to another person? Let's know what you think, guys. Do not forget to also link up with us on Instagram at Fuze_local, FUZE_local. Link up with me at AB_Akins. Holla.
All right, guys. I'm Madichi on all social media platforms.
Find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby.
All right, guys. We've had so much fun here in the studio, and I believe all our listeners out there and all the people watching also had fun. Do not forget, from all of us here,
stay fierce, guys.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.